Welcome back to Metal Rules TV, where the underground meets the playground. I'm Jeff Rappaport.
I'm Evan from Sadgiqacea.
I'm Fred from Sadgiqacea.
And I'm Kenny Scheffel from Northeast Philly, and I'm Dynamite.
Are you DMT?
DMT.
Alright.
There we go.
We talked about DMT for 10 minutes and we didn't film it.
I thought we were on camera.
Is there anything you have to add about that discussion before we begin? That we were on camera?
Smoke it and listen
Just
to us.
that our name means that. Smoke DMT and listen to it.
And the whole time we were talking, we could have been finished.
Yeah, you could have tripped already.
Yeah. It would have been over.
Yeah, and then we would have just been reevaluating our lives.
Alright.
Then we have a deeper meaning of Dagoba.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it Dagoba?
Is it Dagoba system? Does it have to do with
I don't
Star
know,
Wars?
I thought it was Star Wars.
Oh, you thought it was Star Wars too?
Yeah.
I just watched Star Wars for the first time in its entirety
you are
all week.
for the first time in a week.
You know.
No, it's the first time he's ever seen it.
Yeah.
What did you think?
What's Star Wars, first of all?
Well, if you're the official guys, I would say 4, 5, and 6. But if you're from back in the day, it's the original Star Wars Empire and Return of the Jedi.
Kenny's only 15. He's never
Yeah.
seen it.
You look it.
His mom dropped him off.
She did.
Yeah.
I have to take New Jersey Transit back though, via the White House.
So how's your kid going?
His kid is 12 too, which is really weird.
So I thought right away when I read Dagoba, I thought it had something to do with Star Wars. Did not get that from the movie or the music video, but
Yeah.
It's funny you would say that because I guess Star Wars people that are really into Star Wars are like big Star Wars geeks. Because
No.
I'm not
No.
really one at all.
No.
I just have seen the three
we're fans.
movies he was
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about.
We're fans, and I don't particularly agree with the the direction of the newer films.
oh, they were terrible.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, they were.
I don't appreciate them sticking.
I'm also not like like in your face about it. Like I'm not gonna argue about
Right.
it that much. I think it's pretty stupid, but the older ones are great.
But you guys knew more than I did because I didn't even know anything about the Star Wars reference. at all.
Really? You worked in a comic book store?
Yeah. I mostly tuned out people when they talked to me because their
Turn your
discussions.
page, wash
Yeah.
your hands.
The discussions were so boring that some of these people, they would come to me like, do you ever watch those Doctor Who videos for the and I'd be like, no, and then they'll keep talking about
Don't
it.
you just
like,
indulge and be like, yeah, they sucked.
Yeah.
Like,
Worst episode ever.
you guys watch that? You watch Babylon 5?
Who is that? That's
That's every customer that came
Yeah,
to
but
my
that's
store.
a particular person. You have a different personality when you were doing that because that's somebody you know all the
It's
time.
just, I think that was a general person.
does it wear Crocs? You just walk in with Crocs
He
and
points at
his
him all.
belly's hanging out.
I actually
He's
have
got Cheeto
Crocs.
dust all over his black clothing.
Are they comfortable?
He's like wearing sweatpants in the middle of summer.
Yeah, we have.
Mustard stain on his wife beater.
Yeah.
You've never seen a more awkward group of people than I had a great time working there. I didn't pay any money, but I worked at Fat Jack's Comic Crypt in Oak Glen.
You smell like farts.
No, it smelled like mold. There was like a
Donut holes.
I was
the
watching.
ceiling. The ceiling was like caving in from like a rainstorm, and like when it really rained hard, water would come in. You had to put a bucket, and there was like sections of stuff that had gotten wet, but like they didn't want to throw it away, even though like it was all wet and moldy. So like you go in there, you get almost like your eyes would start tearing when you go in there because it's still there.
I remember watching a Brian Posehn clip of his new stand-up, and he's miserable in this one, but it's hilarious nonetheless. He's an awesome comedian. He talked about how he can't control his farts anymore, and they just come out of him, and he doesn't even expect them to happen, and he's always just embarrassed now. And they're not like, oh yeah, you farted, that's funny, that doesn't really smell that great. It's like horrible, like you want to die, you want to choke yourself. And he said he was in a comic book store, and he walked by some guy, and some guy in Crocs was looking at a comic, and he's like, excuse me, and as he walked by, he literally shifted his foot back a half a foot, and he let one out, and it was just ridiculously loud. And he said that guy just hated him so much, and he said, well, excuse me. He did not laugh.
I did.
We all
Farts
did.
are always funny.
Sounds like being in the van.
Fart jokes.
So, the band has a. There you go.
Farts back.
Yeah. The band has.
The Dagoba system.
Right. They're a French metal band,
Yeah.
and they're releasing their 5th album Mortem Nihil Est, or established, or whatever that one says. On May 27th versus via Records. I guess that's the name of the label. What did you guys think of the music?
I thought it was almost unbearable. I tried to watch it 2 times, and I got to about the same spot each time, and I was like, this is so bad. I really don't know what else to say.
Alright, so you were a big fan. And you?
And I was an even bigger fan because I thought they sounded like your typical radio rock lead singer with guys that were trying to act way too metal. I hated it. I'm sorry.
Okay. And Kenny?
Dagoba.
They go by.
I didn't get to that one. I'll be honest with you.
That was the second story.
Okay.
So does that mean you're going to get to the other 13 afterwards?
No, I just
It's a
didn't
trap.
get to Dagoba. It's a trap. He's caught me.
It's a crap. Have you ever seen that? There's a sticker. Like someone thought it would be funny to like. I think it was either a spray paint stencil or a sticker, and it's I don't know what the guy's name is. He looks like a fish with like giant eyes, and I guess he says it's a trap in one of the Star Wars, and it just says it's a trap like on the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty funny. It's like his only line.
Well, toilets, poop, farts, whatever, it's all good.
Yeah.
Commercial rock, Star Wars.
Once again, hi mom.
Jokes.
I wrote, I guess the only person, I wrote fuses elements of soilwork, industrial, and commercial hard rock metal.
Yeah, I could see that.
Very commercial.
Something.
Yeah.
All of which I do not like.
You know what I was shocked at? Well, I'm not shocked, but I'm like, I looked and it was like, I'd never even heard of the band. Had any of you heard of the band?
No,
I
beforehand?
haven't.
None of these bands I've heard. I've never heard of any.
39,804 likes.
That's
Yeah,
a lot.
well, there's
Good for them.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
right?
good for,
Like,
good for the fans and good for them. Just that's their
It's
thing.
not touching 100.
yeah.
If I start touching 100, people be like, wait, who are these guys?
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was weird, like to see, like I never heard of this band and they have this many albums and 39. It must be just big in France or something.
Yeah.
Either that or they have one of those bots that's giving them all the free likes. I don't know.
I didn't know there was bots out there to give free likes.
Oh yeah, you know how you can tell? If you go to a website, say you go to a website like Dagoba, right, and they have 39,804 likes or whatever, and they write a status update and like 3 people like it, there's a lot of bots. You can tell when you look at a site, like if you guys, by how many...
Sounds desperate.
Yeah. Like, we had Cult of Luna, they did a story about us, whatever, and it was like 40, they had like 40,000 likes, and there was like 4,000 views of our video, which means like 10% of the people watched it from the thing. That means that all those Cult of Luna fans, there really are that many Cult of Luna fans, for that's a lot of people.
Cult of Luna is a great band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very much a fan.
There you go.
Yeah,
So we
they're
should
cool.
talk
I don't
about
care
them
what anyone
instead.
says, they might call them a neuricist band, like, oh, they're, whatever, but they are. That's who they're influenced by, and they do it well, and they do it
They have good
to their
riffs.
own way,
Yeah.
Especially their newest album, Vertical, is very interesting. I thought, at first, I didn't know if I was going to like it, but it's got a little bit more of an industrial feel to it, but it's definitely got something to make me keep coming back to it, and I definitely appreciate the originality in the songwriting.
All right, so you're saying don't listen to Dagoba, listen to Cult of Luna
Cult of
instead?
Luna.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go with that. That's what we got on Dagoba.
Sorry.